I've been drawn to public service my entire life. My parents are people who believe in volunteering and helping. So being part of a community and making sure that we're looking out for people who sometimes can't look out for themselves and just making life better as much as we can, super important to me. My name is Tasha Buckner. I'm from Glasgow, Kentucky. Glasgow, Kentucky is about, when I was growing up there, maybe 10 to 12,000 people. Not sure it's much bigger now. My entire school was 600 people. My graduating class was 110. I was part of a fairly large family for the town and had a great experience there. I got to the University of Kentucky by really looking at what's important. Coming from such a small town and a small school, it allowed me not to feel that I might get swallowed up in a large place. My background at UK has been absolutely essential to how I view and tackle problems in the world. The way of analyzing information, putting it together, knowing what questions to ask. In the end, I think that was one of the most transformative times in my life, and it really formed an amazing foundation. I graduated from the University of Kentucky in 1996 with a psychology degree. Then I went back home to Glasgow, took a year off, and worked for a prosecutor as a secretary assistant. And I was probably the worst secretary assistant ever because I didn't actually know how to keyboard. But luckily, I ended up really enjoying the work and thought at that point, law school might be something I'm interested in. After that, I ended up going to the University of Kentucky College of Law, graduated in the year 2000. Law school to Frankfurt is an interesting pipeline for me, and I think it's indicative of my personal philosophy and what I view as helpful for success, which is to stay goal-oriented, but also stay open-minded for opportunities that come up. In December of 2019, I became the general counsel for current Governor Andy Beshear, which was an extraordinary opportunity. And then a few weeks later, he came to me and said, "And I also need you to be my chief of staff." And I said, "Okay then." So for about 10 months, I did both jobs during the pandemic, which started about 2 or 3 months into our administration. And even in the best of times, being general counsel or chief of staff would probably be a really interesting, busy job. And during that time, it was especially so. We've had some amazing accomplishments that I've been able to be a part of, such as rolling out a vaccine program that no one had done, at least during our lifetime before. On any given day, there may be a schedule and something may happen and you work on it and you work with a great team to protect the Commonwealth. Having some high points during a time of uncertainty was great. One Friday night last December, about 11, I'm getting a call from emergency management. There had been a series of tornadoes in western Kentucky. Within an hour, I meet the governor and the emergency management system, and then at daylight, we are on our way to western Kentucky, where we went for the next week, at least daily, to visit the people there, to see the damage, and to try to get them the resources that they needed. To be able to be on the ground so quickly and getting the resources that people needed and assessing the damage made me feel as though everything that I had worked towards was coming into play to help people in real time. In the spare time that I have, I enjoy seeing my kids at their activities, who right now seem to be such great citizens in the world. My daughter's been playing lacrosse for 4 years. My son's into baseball. Those are moments where I get to relax and really focus on, while I do important things with my job, there's a lot more to life than just work. As I look back upon my undergraduate career at UK, I think to me the most important thing, and the thing I will instill in my own daughter, is you have to have goals and stay goal focused, but stay open to opportunities that come along the way. I could never have planned how I got here, and working on behalf of the state during such a historic time is something that will always stay with me for sure.